Hello and welcome to Monday morning. A haul on Monday morning, if you please. I have two flipping boxes of stuff. I have coffee. I have motivation, and the motivation is it is sunset. Well, I shouldn't believe anything my phone says. It says 15:58. It also says there's going to be some rain showers today. It said that there was a storm at the weekend, but to me it was like standard Manchester rain. But apparently everybody else is in carnage, and they've got like complete high streets underwater, and none of the trains are running or something this morning. I find it very weird because they said that one of them was Stafford, and I just think 2 years of my life spent in Stafford, and the first year of it was putting drainage in on the railway that we put in. So I can't understand why I wasted so much of my life in the rail industry. So anyway, I need to achieve photography of all of this stuff today. I've taken this out of said box. I need to achieve all of this photography. So realistically, I'm going to try time blocking, which I'm probably already failing at because I had a play around yesterday. So there's apps that you can use for time blocking, and one of them is just Google Calendar. So I had a play around with that yesterday, and I said that it would start at 8 o'clock, which obviously isn't realistic. I've only got today and Thursday off, and I am quite tired. I've worked all weekend. It's new hours for me, so I'm giving myself the benefit of the doubt. However, I intended to do this photography last week, and that never happened because I think on one of my days off I cleaned, and then on the other day I went shopping and added to this pile. But I just need to, today, I need to just photograph this so that it's there and it's photographed and ready for me to list, because obviously I can list in an evening after work, but I can't do photographs unless it's like decent light, and I'm hoping that it isn't obliterated. I've had to close the curtain though to do this do this video because the light was streaming through. So yeah, I'm hoping that time blocking isn't too annoying. It does look annoying. I know that people swear by it, but because I played around with it and I saved it into my phone, and it gives you sort of alerts. Yeah. So I need to prep and photograph this, check that it's okay. I mean, I like to iron things, so things will be ironed because it just looks awful. I mean, I've had feedback on eBay before about not receiving stuff in an unpressed state. I don't know what's wrong with people. This has gone through the wash and it's still very fluffy. So yeah, I think it is what it is. I don't even know. I honestly, this stuff has been accumulated over the last 6 weeks, and it's only like, I like pick up 2 things here and 2 things there, or like 3 things. I'd never like go into a charity shop and come out with a heaving bag now. I just come out with like 2 things in disappointment. So I'm hoping that all of this is good, but I can't remember much of what it's about. So yeah, I need to finish photographing by 3 o'clock. Anything after 3 o'clock is going to be awful. I'm hoping that the rain in the middle of the day doesn't make it too dingy, and I hope it takes the edge off the sunlight. Obviously I do have Thursday, but yeah, I know I waste time as well in the morning with morning sunlight because I go to the post office. I'm going to do my post run later on today because I'm going to take the plunge today and turn 2-day shipping on, which I haven't done since I've since I've been doing this. But it's realistic. So I think I'm 9 until 5:30 tomorrow. I am then 10 until 6:30. 10 until 6:30 I can post on my walk-in, but it just takes the pressure off a bit. It'll probably take my sales down, but my sales are down anyway. But that's because I haven't listed anything new. This is all my new stuff, and it's just sat here. Right, so what have we got? And this is all going to be a surprise to me because, like I say, it's been here for a bloody long time. This is now in the way. I just don't know what I've got here. Jigsaw trousers, size 16. They're very short leg as well, and I really did think. I know when I bought these. I remember I got these from. Yeah, they're my leg length, which is unheard of. I know they're supposed to be a cropped trouser, but it's like my leg length. So I may well try these on, which obviously is a bit naughty. But yeah, Jigsaw. We'll be trying them on, so they may not get into the listing pile. This is an All Saints t-shirt. It's been in the wash. So this is I know that a lot of this stuff has been here for a while because it's been in the wash. This just looks terrible. This is extra large. Absolute nonsense. How slim are people who shop at All Saints? That would be like $12.99. This is another All Saints. So this is £3. I don't think that it was too expensive, the stuff that I got at YMCA, but it's very hit and miss at YMCA. So this is one of these logo t-shirts that's got stuff on the back. I don't know if that's supposed to be Jesus Christ on the cross or something. This reminds me of Manic Street Preachers. There's something Holy Bible about that. I really don't know what's going on there. What is that supposed to be? It's just, give me a clue with the name of the t-shirt, won't it? I had something very similar to this from All Saints, and it did sell quite fast. Flommer, something. Well, it's got mort in it, but it's been washed, so part of the print was washed off. But yeah, if you know Manic Street Preachers and you know the Holy Bible, that looks like something off that album and of that era. This has a button missing, hence why it was cheap, £4. Zadig and Voltaire, but it's got buttons on the shoulder and one is missing, and it's not like I can replace it because it's got Zadig and Voltaire logo on it. Tempted to move one up, but it will still look silly, so I've left that. It is glittery as well. The red is glittery, so I'm going to give it a whirl. It is what it is. This is a stain removal thing, but so this was at my workplace. Off-white. I had a row with this woman this week because we had a pair of off-white trainers which were ditched, and they had like glue around. Let me show you on here. So they had like a glue mark all the way around there, and it was really like bad. And the trainers we put them up for £5, even though they were that. And this woman was arguing with me that the price was too steep, and she didn't. I shouldn't have. She triggered me a bit, and I did not. It wasn't customer service. It was all right with her, but I was just like, no, they are definitely £5. They're not £3. We're not putting them down £3. And then because I now have like a bunch of keys, and I had my phone with me because it was in the back checking things for Cancer Research's eBay. I showed her the completed listings for Off-White trainers, and then she was satisfied that £5 was a good deal. So there you go. So I have this Off-White because I want to save it. So I don't know if you can see, and this may be well something that I've got to wait until the next summer, because it is very much Off-White in that it is very Off-White in that this is yellow. The underarms on this are gross, so I'm going to do bicarb of soda, and yeah, I'm going to try all the things. You can see that. You must be able to see that. This is going to be a serious one. So it may be lemon juice. So the lemon juice and salt. The lemon juice needs sun, and obviously I won't have sun until May. So unless we have another, lockdown and the weather changes. But that is a stain removal. So that isn't getting done until probably next year. Unless the bicarb of soda gets it out, but I very much doubt that it will. But we will see. I may well give it a whirl later. But I've paid for that. No, I've only paid £3 because I think it's still on. It was still put out as the pricing structure. I promise you that if you go to a cancer research superstore, they're supposed to have a pricing structure. That they stick to. This is Sweaty Betty, but it looks very worn out. I can't understand why the logo is like that. Like it's got like a 3D logo, but it just looks very worn out. That looks very worn out. Obviously just like a bit like a base layer. What's that? I've paid £3 for that. What's the size? Everything's like washed out. Everything is washed out with this. I always feel like I'm going to be stuck with something. Some of the Sweaty Betty stuff is very washed out. I can't see. Why is there bits on everything? I'm going to make a little pile of bits. This place is clean, and I really don't want to have to get involved in cleaning. Right, stop waving that around. This is Lululemon. I'm having quite a bit of luck these days with finding stuff because this has got the label removed. So because it's got the label removed, it's also got the size removed. If this was my size, I would keep it. I have not been doing the workout. I have been on a new medication. It's made me feel like garbage, and for that reason, I should have done a workout, but I haven't. Yeah, this is most certainly not in my size. These are getting bigger because of the medication. I've had 2 days this week where I couldn't get my bra on. So it's probably just because fat rolls, nothing to do with this, but this feels like it's getting bigger. So what the hell? Is that even possible? Yeah, so a Lululemon sports bra. I should be able to find the name of it based on the straps on the back because they're quite unique. It's normally quite easy to go on the website and to go through it all. I had 2 very generic t-shirts, but they did have like some piping on them, so I was able to find the name of those dresses by looking on the website. This is probably a mistake. It's Bowden. It is a size 18, no, 16, and I thought, oh no, it'll be great because it's got shoes on it. It's got ballet shoes on it, but no, it doesn't sell for any more than like £10. So I'm going to put mine on for 15. And I've paid £3 for that. This I've paid £5 for. I know that some of this Zara stuff sells for really good money, and I know that some of it is really nice quality. So I mean, they do silk dresses for like the 150 mark. So it's not unfeasible. So it's Zara, new with tags, originally £59. And it's a really nice blue satin dress. But halter. So I don't know. I got some new with tags Zara stuff, and it didn't sell for any more than £10, so that was annoying. This is another. Sorry, get myself up at 7 o'clock on a day off. I could easily sleep until midday, which I know is just ridiculous, but I'm just tired. Nobody's Child. It's heart print, it's pink. I thought it would do okay, but again, that's only going for like £10 or £15. So possibly shouldn't have paid. I don't think I wouldn't have paid £5 for Nobody's Child. I paid £3. This is just a pair of trousers. I've had this pair of trousers before, and I ironed it, and it was the sort of fabric which just, if you iron it, it literally just puts big marks on it. So this is not getting ironed. These are Helga-Betty trousers. They're very nice and stretch. Like I say, I've had them before. Yeah, don't iron this, darling. But the thing is they're quite creased. I really don't understand why that happens with things. I have a Rab t-shirt here. This is very washed out. I think it's supposed to be black, but it looks like charcoal grey. The sun is coming round, so it's gonna be difficult doing photos today. Unless it does start clouding up with some rain, I'm gonna struggle. Right, Rab, basic logo on the front, and the Yeti chasing two people up. Well, that looks like the Yeti. So does that, and that looks like Gandhi going up the side of a mountain. So for the most extreme conditions in the world, yeah. So if you're climbing and then the Yeti chases you, we've got you covered. It's good. It's always good. £3 for that. Yes. This Peruvian connection. The very hit and miss Bernardos that I go in, which usually has some very stained stuff in there and bad lighting to con you into bringing it home. So they have a lot of Levi's in the Bernardos up the road, priced at £10. And I know it'd been, because obviously it'd been away, and most of the Levi's that I saw priced at £10 was still there. After 3 weeks, I hadn't been for 3 weeks. So I was quite surprised to find Peruvian Connection for £3. And it is a cardigan. I mean, it would be nice if it actually had something going for it. Oh, it has got buttons on it. I thought it didn't have buttons on it. I was thinking, this does look like a button loop. I thought it was wraparound. Well, that's a bonus. Because, I mean, these waterfall wraparound cardigans are all very well, but it's not what anybody wants from a cardigan. Yes, so, a very brown cardigan, but it's Peruvian Connection, so I don't know. I know that people get some really good money. I'm not going to be stupid about pricing now, but I don't know where the pricing comes. Yeah, it was £3. Everything is very mixed up here. Oh no, this did come from Bernardo's as well. I know I've done a whole bunch of laundry here because some of this stuff was really dirty. So I know that it's been like laundered over a matter of weeks. Joe Brown's, a decent pair of wide leg trousers. Are they wide leg or are they just straight leg? Oh no, it's been taken up. Oh, how did I miss that? I've been completely taken up. Now I've got to work out whether they've actually hacked it. No, right, so that's going on my sewing pile, so be it. I need to get my seam ripper out and see. Honestly, I'm always surprised at how bad people's sewing skills are. Yeah, see, I can even rip that. Yeah, so I've got the finished seam there, so I can deal with that. These are size 18. In fact, I can probably deal with that today because it's only a seam ripper. Do you know? Let me show you what a seam ripper is. Right, so this is my sewing box. I was given this sewing box. I'm not going to open it because everything falls out because it's crammed. I was given that. I think I must have been like about 11 or 12. I was given that for like my birthday, and it had like all sorts of like sewing stuff in it. I've since inherited all my nan stuff, but this was one of the things that was in that when I received that. So this is like a 35-year-old instrument, and all it is it has that on it. I'm probably not using this properly because I know that you can just you're actually supposed to use it like that, but this isn't a normal. So if you were to be taking that seam out, you just stick that in there, and it'll take the whole seam out. I'm going to be a little bit more careful with this and actually use it like that, and just unpick this because I don't want any of these sewing marks to be on there. And obviously it's not a uniform stitch for me to be able to use it properly, because that bit, you run it along there and it just, that's the bit which is in the seam, and it just sort of takes it all out. But this isn't a uniform stitch because it's been done by Stevie Wonder. But it's really good because it's got a little sharp edge on it there, which you can just pull everything out on. And if there's only one thing that you get in your arsenal, get this. So I'll finish doing that job later. But yes, I do have the actual finished edge on them, so that wasn't a failure. And I probably would have ended up leaving them behind because I don't want a disaster zone. And the thing is that it's so stupid because I went in there before and there was a big hole in the cardigan, and I mended that, and it was well worth it. These are size 18, aren't they? Yes, size 18. Right, so I expect to get 25 for them. And then, so this, it had the care label removed, but this was £3. Those jeans were £3.50. Yes, I want to say that. So with all the Levi's at £10 in that shop, they had Saint and Sophia there, and I've never found Saint and Sophia. Never found Saint and Sophia. It is Sophia, isn't it? Yeah. With a animal print side stripe, somewhat elasticated waist. I think I did see a similar listing because the prices on this are between 20 and like 100 to 150. So I mean, I've never found Saint and Sophia before, so I did a bit of cursory research and was a little bit surprised. This isn't happening. Nothing's happened to this today because it's very bubbled. This I picked up. I guess I've got a big snaky hair on this. I need to go and get my hair cut as well. I have no idea when I'm going to be able to schedule that in. So I picked up this mint velvet. So this was £3 in that shop as well, and it's really bobbled and horrible, and I probably need to put it in the washing machine. It just seems to be just picking up everything. It's got a spot of cashmere in it, hence why I've got it. I promised you ages ago a video of that, and I haven't got there yet because I didn't have anything that needed. I had one thing and it wasn't bubbled enough. So I've got a horrible bubble jumper over there for this said task, which I found yesterday, and it was going to get ragged, and then I was like, no, let's use that. Mint velvet anyway, and this is quite bubbled, probably needs to go in the wash. but it's got some decent detail on this, so I'm going to use that for my debobbling videos. So I've got no excuse. The excuse that I have is that I have no time. I've got so much that I need to achieve and so little time. These, annoyingly, Bernardo's didn't put one of their Kimball gun labels on it. They put the sticker over that. So I wouldn't have bought these if it wasn't for the fact they were new with tag Cyberdog. I used to shop at Cyberdog all the time. I would be sorely disappointed if I shopped at Cyberdog now. I picked these up and then I put them back because of the absolute state of them. It says that they're made in the UK. Lord only knows who in the UK is making to this standard. I mean, Cyberdog used to do some really quality garments for some decent prices. But I mean, look at that. This is new with tags, by the way. And it's just, maybe somebody tried it on or they've actually worn it. But all of the stitches are coming away there. And that's why I nearly put it back. And then I thought, oh, let's just look it up. So this, because it's actually got what it is on here, which is the protection leggings. This is actually currently on the Cyberdog website for £50 because it's like iridescent. And yeah, I'm going to try and get 20 for them. I can't see me getting anything more than that. Generally, Cyberdog on eBay, you don't ever get anything more than £20 for some ungodly reasons. And these are supposedly medium as well. I mean, I'm kind of glad that, I mean, I wasn't at the time when they closed the Cyberdog North, which was in Manchester, but I think the quality of Cyberdog has gone down since they started being like more of a tourist destination. They're on bloody Doctor Who, weren't they? Anyway, £3 for them, very reluctant, but there you go. I mean, let's try and squeeze £20 out of them. Two Danes, really pleased. Sorry, must stop swearing. Was really pleased to find this. I came back with this as £4.50, but you know, I'm very much a cheapskate, and you know, I know that there's money to be made from things, but £4.50 is a lot of money. This was YMCA, and I've never found Two Danes before. I'm fairly confident that this is Two Danes. However, it's medium, and it's very fitted, so it should be baggy and Lagan look. This, that's what people who are shopping for Two Danes want. And so this isn't the style. I've had tops that look like this from Toast, and they don't sell either. I had like a checked shirt from Toast that looked very similar to this, and I was only able to get £20. So, you know, I probably should, but I was excited because I've never found Two Danes, and I was like, oh, Two Danes, oh. Yeah, so that's what it looks like. That's what the care label looks like. I don't know what that means. It's all in some kind of Scandinavian language. It's not German, but yeah. I've possibly made a mistake on that. Something that I haven't made a mistake on is these. So these I will definitely get £20 for easily. I'll probably try for 25, but I'll accept 20 because that's realistic. So these are all, they're size 40. I want to say that it's a size, oh no, this has got terrible pit stain. Why is it? You can look at the state of that. So I should have left that. Oh my god! How does that happen? I sweat that has never happened to any of my clothing. Never in a million years have I ever done that to a top. So this is 100% silk. So I don't know how I'm going to get that out. Dry clean only. Excellent. Right, so pretend that didn't happen. These are really great. These are silk blouses by wow, this person's sweaty. They've done it on this one as well. This didn't look like this in the shop, I promise you. Oh my god. I fail to understand. Now, because I sort through bags, there are many, many smells, ranging from, you know, ranging from wonderful laundry detergents. You think, I wonder what these people use in their laundry, to musty smells. Musty smells is a big one. Smoke, dead smoke, pets, disgusting pets, to stinking in it. I mean, I was showing somebody the ropes yesterday, and I was just saying, yeah, you get pants and knickers, just put them in the rag. I said, you're welcome to wear gloves if you want. I wasn't wearing gloves. I know. I'm dealing with knickers and socks and boxes, and I wasn't wearing gloves. I did actually on Thursday, I think it was. I wasn't even supposed to be in. And I was tidying up on the shop floor. So this is on the shop floor. And there was a pair of knickers on the shop floor. Now, I don't think that they were like tucked in a pair of trousers and we just missed it and they'd gone out, because too many people handle that a said piece of said garment. So I don't think that they like made their way out. But I think a customer couldn't be asked to get in the queue for the changing rooms and just got to change and decided to try something on the shop floor and then just left their knickers behind. I mean, I didn't inspect the knickers in any way. I just sort of like swept them out from where they'd been flung, put them in a plastic bag and put them in the bin. But the point is that there was a pair of knickers on the shop floor. So, yeah, people are very, very strange. And I don't understand how it is even possible to sweat like that. So I think, as much as I would love to get these on, I think I'm going to have to do a hand wash on these. I was really pleased when I found them, but I didn't know that this... honestly, I couldn't see in the light that had happened. And like I say, that these have been through a lot of people. So these were all £3, but they've all got pet stains. God, this one's white. This one's going to be bad. No, this one isn't bad. Well, this one's Couples. This must be somebody else. Right, this one's fine. So this... maybe there's a little bit. I feel like I just need to steep these in hot water and a little bit of something. My eyes are so terrible when it comes to things. I don't think that one's got one. Sometimes you can look for a pit stain and just see it. But anyway, it should be an easy 20 for all of these silk blouses. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to put these in the wash. The thing is that whoever this person is, I said they need to see a doctor. Right, so I'm going to steep them in hot water, a bit of bicarb, try and do something with them. But I love finding an And of the Stories silk blouse. So that's what they are. This is the best one. But obviously they're all 100% silk, so yeah, try and look a bit harder. And of the Stories. Size 14, I want to say that it might be a 12 though. But yeah, they're really nice. And usually I get like at least 10 watches, and this is on eBay, not Vinted, within a week. And they usually sell within a week. So They're quite good. I'm just going to give them some loving. And this is Couples. Oh, it has got a makeup mark on it. Of course it has. I've really got to start avoiding white items. So this needs to go in the wash. I'm probably going to stick that in with that. Although this is only like, this is viscose. It's got to be viscose. It feels like viscose. Polyester. And it's only a small. Yeah, so that's got a little mark on it there. Am I going to remember? Probably not. I mean, I'll remember the other ones. See, I've lost it again now. So I'm just going to put peg on there so I know where the mark is. I'm just going to deal, that only needs a little bit of something on it. Right, so let's try something else. Let's try something that's new with tags, because this won't be screwed up. So this is Fab India. I know that a lot of people do really well with Fab India. I don't. So naturally I came back with this. Where did I get this? Can't remember. Can't for the life of me remember, but I won't have paid any more than £3 for that. But it is new with tags. I've got a Fab India dress. It's actually got a watcher on it this morning. I don't send my offers to watchers out in the morning because, let me tell you, if you've been working over the weekend, or if you've been working in any capacity and you're asleep in the morning and you get woken up by your phone going off at 7 in the morning. I know a lot of people send their offers out at 7 or 8 in the morning. If my phone went off with an offer, even if it was something I wanted to accept, I'd probably counter offer lower because I'd be so incensed that somebody'd woken me up and made my phone buzz next to me at 7 in the morning that they ain't getting my money. I will send my offers midday or evening, because that's when you're going to get, you know, it's not actual like fishing for a fish in the morning and you're going to get more fish in the morning. You're going to get more fish at lunchtime, because that's when normal people who aren't resellers are on their lunch hour and they've got their phones and they're sitting ducks, they're ready. If they're bored on their lunch hour and their phone gets an offer, that's when they're going to bite. So that's why I do that. Fab India anyway. So hopefully that's a £20 t-shirt. Let's see. Again, another blouse. Oh my god. I must get better at checking pit stains. I see such a full range of pit stains. Why on earth I missed them? Yes, that's just a basic Bowden blouse. So that's going to be 15 to 20. And I'll have paid £3 for that. And I've also paid £3 for this. This is folk. This is very summery, but it is also very folk, I suppose. So that's quite good. And it's a larger size, size 5. So that should be good, but it is just a basic cotton t-shirt. Where's my menswear? Oh, come on, you moron. Honestly, I'm not even helping myself here. I like to make a pile of menswear so that I can get the male mannequin out, and I like to make a pile of women's wear so that I can get the women's mannequin out. Obviously, all the trousers are flat lace, so they can go together. A pair of Reese trousers, quite washed out really, navy, but yeah, they're washed out, but they will still get 20. I think they're a size 32. That is what it is. £3 on them. This needs debobbling. That's it. What is this? Cars. Yeah, I think I've got to get a little bit of debobbling on that, but that's cars, and it's the right style for cars. I've seen a lot of cars just lately. At one point I wasn't picking any of it up, but if it's draped and it's baggy and it's the right sort of look, I will pick it up. And this is the right look. Cars, and it's also like a bit of a jumper dress. So this is a winner for now. So I'm happy with that. And this is White Stuff, new label, decent size as well. That dress was 4, this was 4 as well. No, this was 3. This was £3 because I wouldn't do it to myself. I wouldn't get white stuff for any more than £3. Size 14, but a decent size. Probably can still find that on the website. So very happy with that. Why is the sun here? Why is the sun going to make my life difficult today? This rain is promised, better come. This one I have looked up. This one is on the website. Again, white stuff. Apparently petite. Well, it doesn't look very petite because it would flipping drown me. This wouldn't. No, this should be floor length. What the hell? You've got a funny idea of what petite people. And I mean, I wouldn't want to wear a floor length dress because it just makes me look like a chess piece, like a pawn just coming in to be taken out by a better, more taller piece. I wouldn't wear, anyway, I wouldn't wear this, but somebody will, because it's broderie on glaze. That's the wrong pronunciation. But I've looked that one up on the website as well. Oh, and it's got pockets. This has got everything going for it. But probably more for spring. I'm going to say 30 on that. They're both an easy 25, but I probably will attempt for 30 because they're still on the website. This is an easy 25. So this is another new label-ish for something quite common. Bowden, but small. No, it's 12. So like floral / botanical. That sounds like a word that should be invented. I should be on TikTok if I'm making up words. Honestly, the amount of made up words these days. I'm in a few groups on Facebook and I sort of sit back and like read some of these discussions, you know, as like an apparition that never comments. And I'm like, what are you talking about? Somebody was talking yesterday about a golden retriever boyfriend. Somebody else was talking about, I don't know, my Google search is ridiculous. The amount of stuff I have to Google search because I have no idea what people are talking about. Honestly. I can't even remember what it was, but it feels like everybody has to worry about whether they're a dominatrix at the age of 20, and whether they want to be in some kind of like power control relationship. Who the hell needs that in their 20s? My God. I do feel sorry for these people. Whatever. Anyway, this should get 25 to 20, possibly. That's a good buy anyway, because again, it might have to wait until spring, but I think a lot of people just hold out their hopes of the fact that spring will be here quickly. Another Bowden top. No, this is a skirt. This is a skirt. This is the sun. This is what I mean. I get up and I open the curtains and then like spent most of the day just closing the curtains. I think this is silk. I'm hoping. I mean, maybe it's just polyester posing. Maybe it's viscose posing as silk. It's polyester posing as silk. Yeah, it's very chiffon-y. Very chiffon, but we can bung it in the washing machine when we have one of our sweat episodes. This should be a good one. I see a lot of people who manage to pick up Joni jumpers all the time. And the thing is, I think they're manufactured local in Manchester. I never find them. I used to find them like about 3 years ago, but not now. So yeah, Joni, that's what it looks like. It's not going to like set the world on fire, and even the jumpers are only 20 unless they're like something that, I don't know, Taylor Swift has worn. Everything just seems to revolve around what Taylor Swift wears these days, doesn't it? Yeah, so this is a B print button dress. and it's in a size 20 as well, so I've got a lot of chance with this, and I think I've paid £5 for that. I know that I ummed and ahed about it, and then I was like, yeah, you'd think you'll be okay, darling. Ooh. This is the thing about boxes that you haven't been in. Marge. Just a little vest. Dear Lord, I forgot to check my armpits on this. This feels like it might be silk as well. It's always telling the story on here. Yeah, so it's got viscose and silk. It's like 32% silk. Yeah, I couldn't tell you how much. I'm gonna, obviously, I don't pay any more than £3, but I don't even remember picking that up. I don't even remember. I don't remember picking this up. I don't even know what this is. This stuff has been in here for donkeys. This is John Smedley. Ah. The noise is because there's always a hole in John Smedley. There's always a hole in John Smedley. There's always a hole in your life. Yeah, green jumper. Probably going to have to do something about the curtain because you can't see anything. This is small. And what is this today? What are we on? Oh, this is merino wool from New Zealand. So merino wool. There it is. I knew it. I knew it. So I've got a hole there, and I've got a hole there, and I know I've paid £4 for this because I don't remember picking it up. So this just sounds like some. Yeah, I know I've paid full price for this because if I knew it had these holes in it, I would, and I'd found it at work, I would have paid £1 for it because it would have gone in the rag. Yeah, I don't even know what it is about John Smedley, but it's always got a hole in it. Always. So I now have a very big pile of stuff which needs sorting out. I'm not going to get involved in washing today. I have time blocked the day, and the only thing I am going to do is iron this and photograph it, because otherwise that will become a distraction. Why have I got these? What? Right, so for some reason I know why. So I've got a COS plain black t-shirt. This is probably one as well, isn't it? Yes. So I've got 2 plain black t-shirts now, which now I'm going to have to put an SKU in that so that I don't send the wrong one out. I know why I've got them, because I got some COS t-shirts, but it was in the summer when people were wearing t-shirts. And I sold them really quickly for £15, and I was dead surprised because I just did not expect it. I thought I'd get the sale eventually, but I didn't expect to get them so quickly. This is an All Saints in the size 12. It's quite an old label. Oh, this is nice. Yeah, so that's quite a nice draped, asymmetrical, like pointed, dipped back hem as well. So that's quite cool. Nothing to write home about fabric wise, but that'll be an easy 20. So there shouldn't be a hole in this because apparently it's new with tags. I've got over the fact that I'm not getting fees. Well, I am getting fees on new with tag stuff, but the thing is that you're more likely to sell new with tag stuff on the run up to Christmas, are you not? So that is a small jumper from And Other Stories. There's like a ruffle jumper as well. Let's sort this chaos out. For God's sake. I'm going to fight this all day. I want to do photos and I want light, but I don't want this light. Yeah, so it's like a ruffle jumper. So there is a deep V ruffle Zara jumper, which I sold for £100 like 2 or 3 years ago. It's probably around the 50 mark now, because obviously fashion's changed so very fast with the youth of today. But the ruffle jumper is still popular. What was this initially? Oh, it doesn't say. Yeah, it's just stickered. The Douglas sweater. Yeah, I'll look that up when I list it. I would hope to get 30. This is a hat which naturally I wore when I went away. This is actually Coach. So if you ever see this, so there's t-shirts and various other garments that are done in this UV splatter paint. It's really rubberized, so you'll know. I knew what this was, so I wore this when I went away, because obviously I went to a rave weekend. But I'll probably sell that on my personal account. I'll probably put that on over the summer, but on my personal account, because it has had the label cut out. But I went on the Couch website, not Coach, Couch. So COUCH. They sell it at Cyberdog for natural reasons, but that's like a 25 quid item. Some of their other stuff is, because obviously this rubberized stuff is quite expensive. So look that up if you wish. I have got a Frank Usher top. I don't recall getting this. This needs to get on Sharpish because of what it is. Because obviously it's like Christmassy, and then I'm going to end up stuck with it because I haven't got it listed, and it's sat in a box for the space of 2 months. A nice baggy t-shirt there, which is new with tags, but not like quite new with tags, because that's what I got. It smells nice. Yeah, really, really glittery. I mean, I don't pick up Frank Usher that often, but that should be what, 20 quid as well, and an empty box. Just 2 pairs of jeans left. These have been through the wash. These were one of those things where you bring it into your house and you immediately put it in the washing machine, because it really, really smelled. It was pretty gross. I've actually sold a pair of True Religion jeans this morning. This one's probably going to take us slightly longer because it's a skinny jean. What is going on with my head? So these were £4. Skinny, yeah, True Religion. They were pretty gross, but I've washed them now. Honestly, I don't know why do people have problems with their washing machines? Are people frightened of them? Are people actually like living in EastEnders and going to the laundrette every weekend or something? Yeah, so 25 to 30 on them. How much did I sell the ones for this morning? Don't even know. And then these are a pair of fat face jeans. Again, these needed washing because, yeah, they were just, you know, when you just feel something, you're just like, why did you wear it and then donate it? Couldn't you just wash it? These are a size 22, so I expect good things for these. And they're just a straight leg. Yeah, they're not going to say wide leg because they are massive. I usually do quite well with fat face. I should get 25 for them. At one point, I used to be able to get 30 to 35, but that should be it. And that's everything. So I think it's really realistic for me to be able to get that done. So, right, my time blocking. I am going to time block between 10 and 11 to iron that. Possibly, well, yeah, I'm going to finish seam ripping this, and hopefully the tide mark of the fold will come out on the ironing board. If not, it will go in the washing machine. But I'm gonna have to wash these and put these. I'm gonna put these back in the box of death. So all of these, which I was really pleased. I mean, this would have been an easy 100 quid really quickly, but for the fact that I've now got to wash them, I need to get a decent fabric softener, just so they don't come out looking really bad. So I've got 1, 2, 3. Honestly, somebody tell me why people sweat like that. So I've got 4 under the stories silk blouses which have got pit stains, and those thingies, they smell clean. I need to know what it is that makes somebody sweat. I mean, and I've done workouts and I am pouring with sweat, but I have never sweated yellow sweat. Maybe that's why some people are able to, like, I keep seeing that viral thing about the woman who has just bought a house in cash, and she's bought a car in cash just from selling vials of her sweat to people on the internet. I mean, I take a lot of this with a pinch of salt, and I honestly feel that a lot of people should take this with a pinch of salt, because I hear people saying about selling socks on eBay and selling, and making all this money on OnlyFans and the rest of it. It is not that easy. In my experience of having conversations with weirdos on the internet, you have to be very open-minded. They're going to take it to an extreme very fast. It's not that simple, because they will be having very weird conversations with strangers on the internet in order to get that money. So, that is their lifestyle. I think selling socks isn't on eBay. It's no longer a thing. They'll put a stop to that quite quickly. But there are people who are selling like fetish stuff on there. They're on Vinted now, probably, because Vinted don't bat an eyelid, do they? But it's not that simple, because people will get into weird conversations with you. I know that I've had, from things that I was selling personally on eBay, I've had messages from people, asking me to send time of the month knickers to them. So, but they want a very detailed conversation with you about stuff like that. So, it's not just like you sweat and put it in a vial and send it off. There's a lot that goes with it. People, you see the articles in Daily Mail and it just sounds like really simple, but there's a lot of interaction, which can probably like mess with your head. Yeah. But anyway, going back to my soiled blouses, I've never sweated to that extent. So, maybe if I did want to go down that route, and I was trying to wring out my gym wear, I wouldn't be getting enough, to be able to get that car in cash. Maybe that's it. People just sweat to different extents. I mean, you can certainly smell a lot of craziness on the internet. What's going on here? I really need to put Vernon K on. Right, so I am going to time block between 10 and 11 for ironing, checking for stains, because this is why I need daylight, because I would have missed those stains if I'd prepped that in an evening. So 10 until 11, checking and ironing and getting that prepped, and then between 11 and 1, bordering on 2, to get this photographed. And I want all of this photographed today so that I have stuff that I can work on in the week after work. And that is my goal for today. And I think I can do that. maybe a little optimistic, but I think I can do that. So anyway, rambled on too much. Thank you for watching. I need to get on with this, and I will let you know later how I've done. So goodbye. Thank you for watching. This is Shelley, and that is Siobhan. Goodbye. It's too early for the boy frogs.